Welcome to Vedic Counselor, where ancient Vedic wisdom meets modern scientific insight.
So, today we're going to dive deep into one of the most powerful seed mantras out there, a sound that echoes through Vedic and Tantric traditions, the Hreem Beej Mantra. We're really going on a journey here, exploring that incredible intersection of sound, consciousness, and divine energy. But let's start with a big question, one that kind of sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. Can a single sound, just a vibration, actually change your reality? The ancient sages absolutely believed it could. They taught that certain primal sounds hold the very blueprint of creation itself. And that brings us to the sound Hreem. Now, this isn't just any sound. It's known as the Maya Beej, the seed of cosmic illusion, and also the Shakti Pranava, which means it's the very life force of the divine feminine. Think of it less like a word and more like an activation key for the creative and transformative power of the entire universe. To really get a handle on Hreem's unique power, it really helps to compare it to a mantra you'll probably already know, Om. Now, Om, that represents the vast, silent, unmanifest potential of everything. It's the stillness. Hreem, on the other hand, is its dynamic counterpart. It's the energy that takes all that potential and kicks it into gear, creating, sustaining, and transforming literally everything we experience. So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to look at the sound itself, unpack what it really means, meet the divine energy behind it, understand how it can awaken your own inner power, and then finally, we'll talk about how to actually practice it.
All right, let's jump right in by unpacking the syllable itself. We're about to deconstruct Hreem and discover the cosmic blueprint that's hidden right there inside this one single sound.
You see, Hreem isn't just a single note. It's a fusion of four incredibly fundamental cosmic ideas. First, you've got Ha, which represents Shiva, that pure, still, unmanifested consciousness. Then comes Ra, which is Shakti, the vibrant, kinetic, dynamic energy that brings worlds into being. Next is E, which stands for Mahamaya, the great cosmic illusion. And this isn't about deception. It's the veil of perception that makes us see ourselves as separate individuals. And finally, you have that humming sound, the bindu. This is the point that connects us back to the universal whole and dissolves our suffering. So, when you put it all together, here's the key takeaway. Chanting Hreem is invoking the sacred union of consciousness and energy, of Shiva and Shakti. It becomes this powerful spiritual formula for seeing beyond the everyday illusion and, in the process, purifying your own inner self.
Okay, so we've got the components of the sound down, but now let's meet the personality, the divine face that's so deeply connected to this incredible vibration.
The presiding deity of the Hreem mantra is the goddess Bhuvaneshwari, the queen of all worlds. She's considered the divine mother of the entire universe. She's one of the 10 Mahavidyas, which translates to the great wisdoms. It's even said that she holds the entire cosmos within her own being. So when you chant Hreem, you're not just making a sound, you are directly calling on her grace, her deep compassion, and her supreme power. We've covered the what and the who, so now let's get to the why. How does chanting this mantra, a practice we call jop, actually awaken our own inner power and help us in our day-to-day lives? And the benefits here are just, they're profound. People who practice this report that the vibration of Hreem helps to dissolve the very ego and attachments that cause so much of our suffering. It's known to be incredibly powerful for dispelling negative emotions like sadness, fear, and anxiety. And on an even deeper level, it awakens your inner Shakti, your spiritual fire, giving you courage and resilience to face whatever life throws at you. It's also known as a mantra for healing, for balancing the heart, and for attracting divine grace into all parts of your life. What's amazing is that this isn't just a spiritual tool. Its effect is totally holistic. You can see how its transformative power spreads across your entire being. It elevates your consciousness, clears out negative emotions, brings clarity to your mind, and can even promote physical well-being and purity. Now, for anyone thinking about taking this to the next level, there's a concept called mantra siddhi, which basically means mastery. This is achieved through a really dedicated practice called a Purusharana, and it involves chanting the mantra 125,000 times. Yeah, it's a path of serious commitment, but it's said to unlock the mantra's absolute full potential.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But what if you actually want to start this journey? Let's get practical and look at what the path of practice actually looks like.
The foundational number in so many of these traditions is 108. Chanting the mantra 108 times a day is really the ideal starting point. It's totally manageable, and it's said that with consistent practice, you can start to feel a noticeable sense of peace and clarity in just a few weeks. And here's a super simple guide to get you started. First, just find a quiet, clean space where you won't be bothered. Take a few deep breaths to calm your mind. You can even visualize Goddess Bhuvaneshwari blessing you with this beautiful light. Then you can begin chanting either Hreem or the fuller version, Om Hreem Nama, for 108 repetitions. The real key here is to focus on that inner vibration, and then afterward, just sit in silence for a few minutes and feel a sense of gratitude.
For those of you who like a bit of structure, here are some traditional essentials that can really enhance the practice. Using a japa mala or prayer beads helps you keep count. Traditionally, you'd sit facing north or east, and the best time to practice is at sunrise during what's called the Brahma Muhurta, or the Creator's Hour. But honestly, above all else, the most important tools are your mindset, pure devotion, and focused attention.
So, who is this practice really for? Honestly, it's for any sincere seeker. It doesn't matter if you're a long-time spiritual aspirant, someone just facing some tough challenges, or anyone who simply wants more consciousness and healing in their life. The mantra is accessible to all. It is important to mention, though, that for really deep, advanced practice, getting an initiation from a qualified guru is highly recommended, just to ensure you have proper guidance and safety.
You know, I think this quote just perfectly captures the essence of everything we've been talking about. The Hreem Beej Mantra isn't just a sound. It's seen as the living seed of Bhuvaneshwari's infinite Shakti, her infinite power.
And so I want to leave you with one final question to really think about. Since this mantra is all about cutting through Maya, through illusion, it really invites us to ask ourselves, what illusions in my own life, the limiting beliefs, the fears, the stories I keep telling myself about who I am, what am I truly ready to let go of? The journey, as they say, begins with a single sound.
If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel Vedic Counselor. For personal astrology consultation, horoscope analysis, or Vastu consultation, you can contact us on WhatsApp 919219539215 or visit our website www.vediccounselor.com. Thank you for watching.